friends. At a time when the world seems like a pretty dark place, Jesus teaches in the 5th chapter of Matthew that Christians are to be a light to the world. Welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Fish.
Nice. Size?
Can't tell. Friends, welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey, I'm out here getting the boat ready tonight because tomorrow my buddy Rob, my buddy Garrick and I, we're going to be pulling crawler harnesses behind bottom bouncers on the St. Clair River. Now, I've fished the St. Clair River quite a bit for smallmouth bass. I've even jigged it a bit for walleye, but I have never pulled bottom bouncers on the St. Clair River. In fact, we're going to be fishing a stretch of the St. Clair River that I've not chased walleye at all on. So I'm just looking over my Navionics charts and getting everything ready. Make sure the boat's prepped and ready to go, and set up for 3 guys to be pulling crawler harnesses. Alright, so with 3 of us in the boat, here's the best game plan. You guys will both fish off the starboard side of the boat, and if you guys run, one of you run a different size bottom bouncer. If you got a 2.5, throw on a 2.5, and I'll have him put on that 3 right there. Okay, so if you run that 8.5 foot rod, and him running a 6.5, and if you vary your weights, and you guys won't have any trouble both fishing off the port side or the starboard side. And then I'm going to run 2 rods off the port side. And let's mix up our blade colors a little bit until we figure out painted blades or silverback blades. After fishing the Algonac area for about 45 minutes with no luck at all, we made the run up to Marine City. Nice. I haven't even seen it yet. Oh, there it is. It's a good one. It's the right flavor. That's in the box. Fish. Like keep. Yeah, there's a couple fish tacos on him, and he's a keeper. Friends, one of the most critical things to keep in mind when you're pulling crawler harnesses behind bottom bouncers is your boat speed. Your boat speed will dictate whether or not your blade is rotating properly, and your boat speed will dictate what sort of an angle your line is coming off of your rod tip. Ideally, you want to maintain as close to a 45-degree angle of your line off your rod tip as you possibly can. And you certainly want to make sure that your blade continues to rotate properly. So oftentimes throughout the day you'll have to adjust your boat speed based on wind speed and wind direction. On this particular trip, we had to adjust our boat speed throughout the day as the wind speed lessened throughout the day. That's 2 in a row right quick on that third one in that color. Checking for size. If you're having trouble getting your blade to rotate properly, try adjusting your blade size up or down, as it takes less resistance for a smaller blade to rotate. Likewise, if you're having trouble getting your line to come off your rod tip at the proper angle, try adjusting your weight size up or down. Well, that's got some chunk to it right there.
Yeah.
That'll work, friends. Let me interrupt the action for just a minute to share a few announcements with you guys. Hey, all year you've heard me say there are 2 kinds of men in this world. There are men that need Jesus, and there are men that need more of Jesus in their lives. If you're one of those men who have not committed your life to Christ yet, maybe you're not even sure that you can put your faith in this whole God thing, or if you can trust the Bible. Hey, right now my pastor is finishing up a terrific series called Good Questions. We completely understand that not everybody accepts God and the Bible as a fact. If this is you, if you're not sure yet what to make of your faith or what to make of God or His Bible, I'm going to leave a link right here above. You can click on that link and go to the metrocitychurch.tv page, and I encourage you to click on the series Good Question, and you can decide for yourself if Pastor Jeremy makes an argument for God and His Word that you find convincing. If you have already asked Jesus Christ to be the Lord of your life, and you are trying to develop a deeper relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, then I encourage you to check out our other channel, TJO Men's Ministries, and I'll leave a link to that channel right here above. I'll also leave a link to that channel in the end card at the end of the video. If you're trying to grow your relationship with Jesus Christ, I encourage you to take a look at our other channel, TJO Men's Ministries. For a quick 3-hour trip to the St. Clair River, it was really more of a scouting mission. Just try to figure out some new water to do bottom bouncing. I'd say we did all right. We started the morning in Algonac. We fished in the main river channel, and then we came up into the north channel. Killed about 45 minutes. That was completely unproductive. So then we made the run up to Marine City, where once we got to Marine City, it took us a little bit of time to dial in the right speed and blade colors, but within 15 minutes we were on fish. Then with a couple of blade color changes, we stayed on fish for the better part of the next 2 hours. But for you Detroit River guys that want to do some bottom bouncing in the St. Clair River, the good news is you don't need any different gear than what you're using in the river. You want to have an assortment of bottom bouncers anywhere from 2.5 to 3 to 4 ounces, and the exact same crawler harnesses you're using in the river will be just fine here in the St. Clair River. But if you want a little change of scenery, I encourage you to come up here to the St. Clair River, drag some night crawlers around, find you some St. Clair River walleye. Thanks for watching another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. God bless, tight lines. We'll see you guys on the river.